name is Christian Rodriguez, and I will be playing Bill Finger.
I'm Omar Zeke, and I'll be playing Bob Kane. We'll be performing Batman by Sarah Bowden.
It was a dark and stormy night. No. An eerie figure watches over the city, stepping from the shadows as a scourge to criminals and a savior to, who knows? From the desk of Bill Finger. Come on, they want fun, Flash. Setting the bat turbines to speed. The clown prince of crime, throwing the dynamic duo into a giant vat of taffy before he pelts them with puns. Dear Mr. Bills, I'm sorry it's taken me so long to respond to your letter. I know that you'll be coming into town next week in hopes of putting together interviews with the old bullpen veterans still living around here, and Gotham could ask for no finer visitor. But I should warn you that I don't have much to say on the subject of the Caped Crusader. Not anymore. And while I appreciate the offer to share any stories that I may have in my part of his creation, I'm hard at work on a new series of scripts for television and thus don't have the time to meet for coffee, as you kindly suggested. I know some things were said during the panel last month. It would be better for everyone if we forgot anything I blurted out. The New York Comic Con is a very friendly place, and the fans want to know so much, devour all the trivia and tidbits. With the new TV pilot a success, the Batmania sweeping the land since the show went on air, I got carried away. I shouldn't have said anything about who invented the Dark Knight. I want to be remembered as a forgiving man, not a fire starter. I hope you can understand that. You can't take this interview, man. Everything that happened years ago. Your word against his. You can't betray the only friend you ever had. On the other hand, might be good publicity for your new script. Might motivate you to write your new script. You deserve a chance to stand in the spotlight. You believe that, don't you? Right. Your episode's due tomorrow. Forget that letter. I swear, by the spirits of my parents, to avenge their deaths, spending my life warring on all criminals. Dad's estate left me wealthy. I'm ready, but first I must have a disguise. Criminals are a superstitious and cowardly lot, so my disguise must be able to strike terror into their hearts. It must be a creature of the night. Black. Terrible.
A hack. That's it. It's an omen. You shall become a hack.
Jesus Christ. Almost spilled my drink.
There's a full bottle where that came from, Bill.
Shut that window, Bob. Jeez, I'm in the middle of something here.
Yeah, a script you penned 25 years ago, one of our greatest bad adventures.
Oh no, I'm free writing.
So this isn't the moment where a nocturnal creature of the night invades the grim ruminations of Wayne Manor, thus giving birth to my weird avenger of evil?
Will you take off your shoes? My ceiling's already leaking. Don't need my floor wet too.
Seriously, Finger, you're supposed to be reaching new heights of camp here, not getting lost in the glory days.
Will you at least wipe your shoes?
You're not just a hack, you're a self-plagiarizing hack.
I don't remember asking your opinion.
And yet, I'm here.
You just happened to wander by my window during Noah's flood. You climbed 4 floors of a fire escape during a downpour while wearing an ascot.
You act like you're not worth the trouble.
Bob Kane, king of the compliment when he needs something from you.
You've got that topsy-turvy this time, Bill. You're the one who needs me.
Want a drink?
No, thank you.
Say, you used to bark at me when I did that.
Name one time I complained.
You said it was like listening to the giant grind Jack's bones for bread.
I know you only do that when you're at your wit's end, when you're trying to shut down a conversation.
With you?
With anyone. With yourself.
Except for you'd never risk ruining your delicate artist's hands by busting knuckles like me.
Well, I'm basically retired now. Don't need too much finesse in these fingers for staring at y'all.
Charmed life you lead. While I'm stuck in a one-room studio stuffing newspapers to keep warm. Have a drink already. You must be freezing.
My duds are dry, chum. Don't believe me? Take a look.
Lucky you. Lucky Bob Kane. Nothing sticks to him. Not the weather, not allegations of fraud, not an innate sense of guilt that he demands do right by his co-workers.
Did you require a punching bag? Is that the only reason why I'm here?
Hey, you interrupted me. I'm brainstorming.
Matching the weather outside. Cheer up, champ. I came by with an opportunity.
Yeah, from what dilettante hanging like a barnacle off the side of your boat? I know your habits well enough to recognize last night's party clothes.
It means nothing that I came by with an opportunity of a lifetime.
You only show up when you've made one too many promises, and someone's got to pop you back into the frying pan. Why should today be any different?
Think bigger, Bob. Think bigger, Bill. Think like a detective.
I don't have time for distractions. Just warm up and ship out.
You were always the shy and silent type. I'll never understand how you bagged a girl like Portria. Maybe she saw some mystery and romance in all your brooding. At first.
Shut your mouth.
Before everything went to shit.
All right, take a swig of this bottle.
I think I've had enough.
You haven't had anything. Come on, I don't like drinking alone.
Since when?
Since I've been up 3 days trying to slam dialogue on this paper.
I remember those heady creative days. Bound to make a guy go bug house, have a conversation with the air, or claim his partner wouldn't offer him a once-in-a-generation tall tale to tell. If you recall, like he did once before.
Stop imitating me.
What can I say? It's contagious.
Bob Kane doesn't crack his knuckles.
But Bill Finger does. Has the penny dropped yet?
Your shoes are bone dry. You say you've had enough to drink. You're a figment of my stressed out imagination, aren't you? You're me.
I prefer to think of myself as that little voice you carry around your head. You're Jiminy Cricket. Bob Kane is the one man you're constantly in conversation in, whether you know it or not. And he came by with a very real offer to save you from this sad existence.
I don't want to talk to Bob Kane. You ruined my life.
But you have a deadline for the last suits willing to take for the last set of suits willing to take a chance on Bill Finger.
God, only as some sick joke, day in, day out. Whenever I start a fresh
Or
page,
field impressions from frothing at the mouth fans.
you pop into my head and jam up whatever I'm creating.
Whoa now, we were partners. Surely I gave you something of value.
Kane handed me a chance. The only reason the real Bob would come in here is to pitch.
Something he couldn't dance out of. You already said.
He trusts my talent, then hog all the credit.
You declared not 5 minutes ago I was your only friend.
I never said a name. I could have been talking about my dry cleaner.
The trouble with denying the critical voice in your head that drives everything you do. It knows all your secrets.
I'd expect the devil on my shoulder to say something like that.
Cut the moaning. I'm here to help you with your writer's block.
That's your opportunity on offer? You're a cartoonist, for God's sake.
Pardon me, but raise your hand if you're still gainfully employed by DC. I may not write for them as much, but you'd remember correctly that my silhouette drawings paid your checks for a decade. I always got you out of your head in the old days.
At the present time, liquor is quicker.
Whiskey won't whisk meat away. You've got a story to tell. A once-in-a-lifetime narrative. And I'm here. Let me help you tell it.
At the moment, I can't think about anything but
A certain masked man. You can finish the sentence.
the name doesn't matter. It's not important.
I beg to differ. That moniker gave me my fortune and fame. That sweet residual that sweet residual coming from the show that you're trying to type. Hell, I came up with that name.
A name I made sense of.
A name you never used. Not even in that letter you just wrote. Must be a reason why.
You wanted to call him Birdman first. I hardly think you're one to talk.
Cape Crusader, Dark Knight Detective, Guardian of Gotham. They're all euphemisms for that one grand title. They're all interchangeable. Why not use the proper noun? Why hold back when it counts the most?
I refuse to talk about this with you.
Why not take the interview with Bales then? Worried you'll feel pride worried you'll finally feel pride in your work for once, or you're terrified to set the record straight. Maybe you're afraid that people will come out with the pitchforks and hunt you down for stealing my good name and our hero's legend.
Fuck off to my subconscious, Bob.
Or maybe it's something worse. Maybe if you speak up, you'll realize that you've been wrong your entire life. That you've done butt kiss when it comes to the bat. You've been telling yourself this entire time to avoid the spine-shivering truth. You did nothing when it comes to the bat. You've accomplished nothing when it comes to your sorry little life.
I created Batman, okay? Not you, I did.
Aha, now that's the whopper you wanted to tell.
I'm not lying.
Hey, I'm just in your head, but I won't say how warped your sense of reality is.
I deserve credit. I'll prove it.
How? I'm the only one in here. I'm not even here.
I'll write out the story piece by piece, lay out all the evidence of everything I created and every crime you committed against me.
But who's going to be the judge? Who will be the jury? And how will the sentence be passed?
I'll tear up that letter to Bales. I'll write a new one accepting the interview and including all my proof along with it. The public can make up their own minds.
See.
See. Thank you.